guys, Nitro Allie here. Did you know that in a top fuel dragster, the nitro fuel is pumped in by 34 injectors? There are 16 in the heads, 18 in the intake manifold, and 10 in the blower hat. Now the fuel is pumped in at about 500 psi from a 17 to 20 gallon fuel tank at the front of the dragster by a 2.5-inch diameter pipe going to a 100 gallon per minute rated fuel pump. The fuel tank has a vent pipe right at the front of the chassis where at high speed it has a ram air effect and it helps pressurize the fuel before it enters the fuel pump. Now in a typical run under 4 seconds, the engine will use about 20 gallons of nitro, which is the equivalent of about 5.5 gallons per second. One thing to keep in mind is there is already fuel in the lines, which is estimated to be around 5 gallons. The fuel is then forced into the engine at a pressure of about 65 psi by the 1471 Roots type positive displacement supercharger. The twisted lobe design requires about 800 horsepower to drive them at full speed and by a large Kevlar tooth belt from the crank. They are also required to be covered by a Kevlar blanket to protect against any shrapnel that goes flying should there be a blower explosion, which are not uncommon. These dynamic machines have the quickest acceleration on Earth, but accomplishing such a feat is only possible by the sheer genius of the engineers and the raw talent and skill of the driver. Now you know.